Hey, welcome back. Let me show you something that happens in many local businesses every single day. Let's start with a simple example. A customer is trying to call your business. At the same time, you are already busy helping another customer. Maybe you are attending a meeting, maybe you are driving, or maybe it's after business hours. Since nobody is available to answer the phone, the call just keep ringing. Now let's see what happens next. The customer waits for a few seconds, hoping someone will answer the call. But when nobody picks up, they don't usually call again. Instead, they simply hang up and contact another business. In just a few seconds, you have lost a potential customer without even realizing it. And this is where the real problem starts. It wasn't just a missed phone call. It could be a missed appointment, a missed sale, or even a customer who might have stayed with your business for years. Every unanswered call is a missed opportunity. And when this happens repeatedly, it can quietly reduce your business revenue over time. Now imagine a completely different situation. Instead of letting the phone ring, an AI receptionist answers every call immediately. It greets the customer politely, understands what they are looking for, answers common questions, and keeps the conversation going just like a real receptionist would. But it does not stop there. The AI can also collect the customer's name, phone number, the email address. It can help book appointments, answer frequently asked questions, and make sure every caller receives a response, even when you are busy or your business is closed. And finally, all that information is automatically saved inside your CRM, so nothing gets lost. Your team can follow up later. Every customer interaction is recorded, and your business has a much better chances of converting calls into real customers. That's exactly what we are going to build in today's video. I'll show you how to create an AI receptionist inside high level, explain every important section in simple English, and help you understand how everything works step by step. So let's jump into it. All right, we are now inside high level. If this is your first time seeing this platform, don't worry, I will keep everything simple throughout this video. I chose high level because it's more than just a CRM. It brings together tools like websites, funnels, calendars, email marketing, SMS, AI chatbots, voice AI, automations, and many other business tools into one platform. Instead of using multiple different softwares for different tasks, businesses can manage everything from one place. If you would like to explore high level yourself while following along with this tutorial, I have left a link in the description below. You can start with a free trial and build everything alongside me. Now let's continue this tutorial. So in order to create a voice AI, we're gonna click AI agents. So here you can take a look at this. Here is a feature called voice AI. We're just going to click this one. Now you can take a look at this. Here is two options. One is create from scratch. Another one is explore template. Now, before we start building anything, there is one question many beginners have. If high level already provides ready-made AI templates, why would we build one from scratch? That's a great question, but the answer is simple. If your goal is to get started as quickly as possible, the built-in templates are a great option. They are already designed for different use cases and can save you a lot of time. But in this video, we are going to starting from scratch for one reason. I want you to understand how an AI receptionist actually works. Once you understand the core building blocks, you will be able to customize any template for your own business instead of just using it without knowing what's happening behind the scenes. So let's build it together step by step. So I'm going to click create from scratch. After clicking create from scratch, you will see three different options. If you are new to high level, this can be a little confusing. So let's quickly understand what each one does before we choose one. The first option is browse marketplace. This is where you will find ready-made AI agents and templates created for different industries and different use cases. If your goal is to get started quickly without building everything yourself, this is a great place to start. The second option is create custom agent. This allows you to build your own AI agent from scratch. You decide how it should behave, what it should say, what information it should collect, and which actions it can perform. Since our goal is today is to understand how everything works, this is the option we are going to choose. And the third option is the flow-based builder. Instead of writing everything inside one prompt, this lets you design the conversation visually using different steps and decision paths. So for this tutorial, let's choose create a custom agent and start building our AI receptionist from scratch, and then click continue. After selecting create custom agents, you will be taken to this particular page. If this is your first time seeing it, it might look a little overwhelming because there are quite a few sections here. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you will understand what each section does and how they all together to build an AI receptionist. Before we start changing anything, let's first understand the layout of this page. It will make everything much easier to follow. So on the left, we have the prompt section. Here you can take a look at this and think of this as an AI instruction. In the middle, we have all the settings that control what the AI can do and how it behaves. And on the right, we have the testing area where we can test our AI before using it with real customers. Before we get into the prompt, let's quickly look at the options at the top. These are some basic settings we will use to configure our AI agent. So the first option is the name of your AI agent. This is mainly for your own reference. If you have built multiple AI agents for different businesses or different purposes, give them meaningful names makes them much easier to manage. And next is the voice. This is the voice your customers will actually hear during the phone call. Depending on your business, you might prefer friendly voice, a professional voice, or something more energetic. The important thing is choosing a voice that matches your brand. So as you can able to see, here is a complete library of voices. You can actually choose one from here for your A agent. Next is the model. You can think of this as the brain of your A agent. It's responsible for understanding what customers are saying and generating responses. If you're just getting started, I would recommend keeping the default option. And after that, we have the language settings. Simply choose the language your customers are most comfortable speaking. In my case, I will keep English. Next, you will notice something called tokens. Don't worry too much about this as a beginner. Tokens are simply how AI measures the amount of text it processes during a conversation. For most beginners, you don't need to change anything here. You will also notice the estimated cost per minute. This gives you an idea of approximately how much each AI phone conversation costs. As your business grows, this helps you estimate your overall usage. Alright, now that we have covered the basic settings on the top, let's move into the most important part of the AI agent, the prompt. You might notice something interesting here. Even though we selected create custom agent, high level has not given us a completely empty page. There is already a prompt written for us. That's actually intentional. High level provides a basic foundation so that AI already knows how to behave, communicate naturally, and handle a conversation. Think of it as a starting point, not a finished AI receptionist. We can keep it as it is, or edit it, or we can remove the parts we don't need, or completely rewrite it depending on our business needs. For this tutorial, I'm going to explain how this prompt is structured and what each section does. Because once you understand this, writing or customizing prompts becomes much easier for you. So at very first, we're going to speak about agent role and objective. So think of this like hiring a new receptionist. Before they answer their first phone call, you need to tell them who they are, which company they work for, and what their main responsibility is. That's exactly what this section does. It gives the AI an identity and a clear goal. And next, we're going to speak about handling caller queries, logic, and rules. So far, our agent know who it is. The next question is how should it respond when customer asks different questions. So this particular section defines the decision making process. For example, if a customer asks something the AI already knows, it can answer. If the question requires a tool or another action, it follows those instructions. If it doesn't know the answer, it politely tells the customer that a team member will follow up instead of guessing. So this helps business provide a consistent and reliable customer service. So next, we have something called general rules in this inside this prompt. So these are permanent instructions that the AI should always follow, no matter what the customer asks. For example, don't make assumptions, don't invent information, and only respond using the information you have given. So these rules help the AI stay accurate and professional. So finally, we have something called structured call flow script. This is like a conversation guide. It tells the AI how to start the call, how to help the customer during the conversation, and how to end the call politely. Having a clear flow creates a more natural and professional experience. So that's the overall structure of this prompt. You don't need to memorize it. The important thing is understanding why each section exists. Once you understand the structure, customizing it for any business becomes much easier for you. So now let's move to the action section over here. Think of action as the things your AI can actually do. So far, we have only taught the AI how to talk, but in a real business, sometimes the AI needs to perform an action as well. Um, for example, if customer wants to book an appointment, the AI actually book it. If the customer wants to speak with a real person, the AI can transfer the call. So these are called actions because they are tasks the AI performs during the conversation. You will notice there are several actions available here. Don't worry about learning every single one today. As you build one AI agents, you will naturally start using the ones that fits your business. For this video, I just want you to understand what actions are and why they are useful. Next, we have the knowledge base over here. Think of this as an AI knowledge or a memory about your business. The prompt tells the AI how to behave. The knowledge base tells the AI what it knows. So by clicking this one, you can create new. So it will take you to this particular page and then click this one, create new knowledge base and give a name for this knowledge base. I'm just giving Denny for my dogs. So click add and then again it will take you to this particular page. So here you can give the AI information in different ways, like you connect your website through web scrabblers and then upload a document, um, and then frequently asked questions or use other supported sources like tables, rich text files. So the goal is simple: give the AI accurate information about your business. So when customer asks questions, the AI can answer using your business data instead of guessing. So next we have call settings. As the name suggests, this action controls how the phone call works. So here it is, you will see several options here, such as how the AI should handle the conversation, time related settings, and other call behaviors. For most behaviors, the default setting works very well. So you don't need to change everything immediately. As you gain more experience, you can come back and fine tune these settings based on your business needs. So next, look at the agent behavior. This section controls how your agent communicate with customers. For example, should it sound more friendly, more professional, respond quickly, or pause naturally before speaking? These settings don't change what the AI knows. They simply change how the conversation feels to the customer. So next we have transcription and speech. This section helps the AI understand what the caller is saying during the conversation. First, the caller voice is converted into text through transcription. Then the AI reads the text, understands the customer's request, and generates the appropriate response. In simple words, this section helps the AI listen and understand before it replies. For most beginners, the default setting works perfectly fine, so you don't need to change much here as well. And the right below that we have translation. If your business needs to communicate with customers who speak different languages, this feature can help translate the conversation. If you are serving customers in just one language, you can usually leave this setting as they are. So next we have voice setting over here. So this is where you choose the voice your customers will hear during the phone call. You can select a voice that matches your business and adjust a few settings to make the conversation sound more natural. Again, if you are just getting started, the default settings are a perfectly good place to begin. So next we have the post call section. As the name suggests, this controls what happens after the phone call ends. For example, you can automatically generate a call summary, save the conversation, update your CRM, or trigger other automations. So instead of doing these tasks manually, high level can handle them automatically once the conversation is over. So next is reporting. This section helps you to understand how your AI receptionist is performing. You can review previous conversations, monitor call activity, and use those insights to improve your AI over time. Next, we have system prompts. Earlier, we looked at the main prompt, where we tell the AI who it is and how it should handle customer conversation. But the system prompt is different. It contains the AI's built-in instruction that controls its overall behavior behind the scenes. In most cases, beginner don't need to change anything here. So I would like recommend leaving these settings as they are until you are more familiar with voice AI. So finally, we have outbound settings. This section is mainly used when your AI is making phone call instead of receiving them. For example, follow-up calls, appointment reminders, or other outbound campaigns. Since we are building an AI receptionist that answers incoming customer calls, we don't need to configure these settings for this tutorial. And that's a quick overview of all major sections inside the Voice AI Builder. Don't worry if you haven't memorized everything. As you start building more AI agents, these sections will become much more familiar. Now let's put everything together and test our AI receptionist to see it in action. So before we do that, you will notice there are two testing options available. One is webcam, another one is going to be phone call. So the webcam option lets you test your AI directly from your browser. It's the fastest and easiest way to verify that your AI is working while you are building it. And then the phone call option allows you to test your AI through a real phone call. However, before using this option, you will need to complete a few additional setup steps, such as connecting a phone number to your GoHighLevel account, and we will cover the entire setup process step by step in a future video. For this video, we will use the web call option because it's the quickest way to verify that everything is working correctly. So in order to get started, we're just going to click the start web call button over here.
Hey, you have reached Denny Dogs. How can I help you today?
Okay, hi, I'm Danish. I want to know more about your services.
Hi, Danish. Thanks for reaching out. A team member will get back to you soon with all the details about our services. Could you please share your contact information so we can follow up promptly?
Okay,
Great, thanks. Could you let me know your phone number and email address? That way, our team can reach out to you directly.
okay, my phone number is 9876
Thanks, Danish. So your phone number is 987654321. Could you share your email address as well?
Sure. Um, Danish at example.com.
All right, just confirming. That's Danish at example.com. Thanks for sharing your details. Our team will reach out to you soon with information about our services. We're committed to making sure you get all the answers you need. Have a great day, Danish.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Danish. We'll be in touch soon. Take care and have a wonderful day.
So, and that's how you can build a basic AI receptionist inside high level from scratch. As you can see, the process isn't as complicated as it might seem once you understand what each section does. High level also provide ready-made templates if you want to get started quickly. But in this video, we built everything using a default setup so you could understand how the voice AI builder works from the ground up. Once you are comfortable with these fundamentals, you will be able to customize your AI for different businesses and your use cases much more confidently. I'm also the beginning of my voice AI journey, and as I continue learning and building real projects, I would love to help others along the way by working with different businesses and different use cases, and we can all learn, grow together. If you would like to try high level, you can start with a 14-day free trial using the link in the description below. If you decide to sign up for high level using my link, I would be happy to personally help you to get started. Whether you need help setting up your AI receptionist, understanding voice AI, or building your first AI agent, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. You will find my LinkedIn profile in the description below. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing because I will be sharing more beginner friendly tutorials on high level voice AI, AI automation, and practical ways to use these tools in real businesses. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.